It's us. Story YouTube, man. I was just bored, so I just got up, took a little walk around campus for real. And I ended up here on the football field, man. And I was thinking, like, I ain't told a story time in a minute, probably since my first video, actually. So I'm thinking, like, man, I ain't posted a video in a minute either, so I'm gonna just do a little story time video, man. So I was like thinking, like, what story times I got, but I don't really got no. I got stories, but like, I want to say, not really, not like, I got interesting stories. I don't want to tell just something that like has like a meaning to it, I guess, or something that's like a purposeful story. So I'm gonna tell you the story, man, of when I broke my right hand. And like me breaking my hand, it wasn't really that important, but just like the circumstances around it, and then just the consequences from what happened, and like the effects it had on my life at the time, and just like his role in my life at that time. So I had a good amount of injuries in my sports career. I actually almost tore my ACL once, broke my left arm, a lot of banged up injuries, knee problems just from being tall, stuff like that. But the time I broke my hand was actually pretty recently. It was last fall. I was in my senior season of football. So yeah, it's my senior season of football. And the season was going all right. We was sitting right about even. We was actually in trouble going under. We was like 4-3 or something like that. But it was a game. It was actually my senior night. Yeah, I broke my hand on senior night. That's pretty sad. But during that season, I was playing decent in the beginning, and then my plan, it really just fizzled out throughout the rest of the season. Just like motivation, I guess. I just wasn't motivated to play that much anymore, and I just wasn't feeling it. Like, I was tired of the physicality of football, and then just like a lot of the things that came with it. I didn't want to go to practice, I didn't want to do this, but I was still having a good time a little bit just with my friends and stuff like that. But by that point, I was tired, man. I wasn't playing that good, so the games weren't too fun either. And actually on senior night, I was coming off the bench. This was my first game all season, coming off the bench. I wasn't like permanently benched, but we were just doing a new formation where I wasn't in the game. So it was like, it was a little different. But senior night came. It was sad, bro. I didn't have fun on senior night because I love going to my school. I love playing football for them. So like walking the senior night, just my last time playing in that field, it was really kind of sad. And I'm seeing all my homeboys, all my friends, my partners for real, on across the stage with their peoples. It's like, man, we our little our years here over with. You know what I'm saying? It's a little sad. So everybody usually get happy and stuff. I'm not getting happy. I'm like, I'm sad. I don't even want to smile because it's like my last time on the field, my brother. So I'm sad. But regardless of that, I was still gonna go out there and play. My grandpa was in the stands. My mama was in the stands. My sister was in the stands. So my friends in the stands. So I'm gonna go out and play. As I mentioned before, I wasn't starting that game. I was coming off the bench, just in that formation. I was still on kickoff and stuff like that. But it happened relatively early in the game when I broke my hand. It was just like a kickoff. I think it was kickoff, yeah. Kicked the ball off from running down there. It might have been the first play of the game. It really might have, I'm not sure. I know it was really early on. It was a special chance play. We running down, somebody picked the ball up. It was a pretty short kick, picked the ball up, somebody tackled him. I'm coming in for the tackle. He already down, so he like in the motion of falling down. So I'm just gonna, make sure he gets to the ground, like put a little hand on him, push him down. But in that process, somehow my right hand got messed up, bro. I don't even know what happened. I just know it was like, it felt like, just imagine your hand and imagine it go out every single direction at one time. Like your pinky going this way, this side going inside, this hand, these two fingers going outwards, and then this finger just doing like, just going like probably like this. And it felt like that's happened to my hand all at one time. That's how I felt. So I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Because it happens. In football, you're not going to be 100% every play. I'm not thinking none of it. My hand was hurting. I'm like, oh yeah, my body part be hurting all the time, so I'm going to go to the sideline. And after a while, I'll be good. But I didn't end up being good, actually. So as the game continued, Relatively early on, that's like the first drive, the formation did not work out. So we put in just our regular base defense. So I was back out there on the field. And I was playing with one hand because I did not want to use my right hand at all for nothing because it was hurting so bad. It would only stop hurting when I ran. Like if I wasn't running, it would be hurting. If I was touching anybody, it would hurt. Picking up a water bottle, it would hurt. I was using my left hand for everything, bro. So I know that during that game, I didn't play too good. I played decent. I know I jumped up and had a batted pass, caught the line of scrimmage, batted the ball. But I wasn't playing too good that game. I was playing all right. I had a lot of difficulty just stopping the run. And that was always a weakness in my game, but I was doing it with one hand now, so it was really, really difficult. And we lost that game, at a close game, lost at the very end, like heartbreaker almost. I know one tackle, bro, it was like me and him in zone, had to stop before he got there. I had to make that tackle. I made the tackle. Surprisingly, it felt like I got ran over. I'm thinking he ran me over to the end zone, but I made it. He gained a couple extra yards, but it was on the goal line. I knew he was gonna score anyways. But I stopped him, but I couldn't tackle him with one hand. Like I went in for a tackle, it was weak. It was real weak because I was just going in with like one hand for real, bro. Like I'm like going in, but I don't even want to use his arm for real. So I'm like going in like this. And I stopped him. I feel like I got ran over, but he got tackled somehow. I look in the sideline, coach yelling at me. He like, oh, he shouldn't have got that yard. I'm like, I'm already knowing, coach. He shouldn't have got that far, but I'm doing the best I can. I don't want to sit there complaining. I'm like, no, coach, my hand hurt. That's not even me, you know. I'm not going to sit there and be like, my hand hurt, coach. I can't play. I never asked to be taken out because of injury. Nothing like that. I'm going to play through it, you know what I'm saying? At least for that game, I'm going to play through it. I'm not going to give them my team in the middle of them when they need me just for a hand. Like, they really need me that game, so I'm not going to be like, oh, my hand hurt, I'm not going to play. But, yeah, man, I'm on the sideline complaining, bro. Like, to my team, I'm like, my hand hurt, bro. What the? That's like a bug or something out here, bro. But yeah, I'm on the sideline, I'm like, my hand hurt just like my homeboys, though. Like, my hand hurt. We went to the locker room, my hand really hurting. I'm putting ice water on it. I told the doctor, like, my hand hurt and my finger hurt because I ended up breaking my middle finger, too. She, like, did a little wrap on it, but it wasn't really too productive. It helped a little bit, but it's a broken hand. I'm playing football. What else can you do? I popped some ibuprofen. That was good for the rest of the game. We still ended up losing, but I still played through it, man. After that game, I'm leaving, bro. I tried to open the door. Can't open the door with my right hand. I'm like, bro, like, what's going on? So I just use my left hand. I'm not even thinking about it right now because it's in constant pain as usual. So I'm just trying to open the door, do my normal stuff. I can't open the door with my right hand. I can't take off my clothes with my right hand. So I'm like, all right. I go to sleep. I wake up tomorrow. I'll be better. I go to sleep. I wake up. My hand still hurt, bro. I'm like, bro, what? I told people that, like, we need to go to the ER. So we went to the emergency room. Did some x-rays. They said, oh, it's broke. They said, we'll give you this little brace. Come back in like 2-3 days. And you'll get and we'll do some stuff from there. So I text my coach, I'm like, man, my hand broke. I'm gonna go to the doctor, blah, 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 blah. He like, if I got a cast, he like, if you get a cast, you can play. So I'm like, all right. So I kept a little temporary bandage on. It was like a temporary cast on for 2-3 days. And I'm thinking, like, should I get this cast and just play? I'm thinking, do I want to play with a cast on first off? Because this is my dominant hand. I use my dominant hand for a lot of stuff in the game. So I don't know how good I'd be without it. And I'm just thinking, do I want to play? Because we only had 2 games left. We're going to play U-City, which is going to be a blowout. I already knew that. We're going to play DeSmet, which I like to think that we would have won. But based on how the team played in the earlier games, I knew we weren't going to go out there and upset DeSmet. It might have been a closer game. We might have scored, but I just knew it was going to be a first-round exit. Like, no, there's no judgment to my teammates or myself or anybody or my team or my coaches, but I just knew it wasn't going to be too pretty of a game. Just based on how we planned that season, because we gave up a lot of close games. We just didn't capitalize when it counted, so I just knew it was going to be a first-round exit. So I knew I had 2 games left for my senior year. And then I'm thinking, like, yeah, I'll get the cast and I'll go out there and I'll play or whatever. But I get to the doctor, they say, you can get a cast and you keep it on for 2 months, or you can get a brace. The brace, you can take it off, you can wash your hand, take it off, and you can just clip it on whenever you need it. Clipping on is your daily life, blah, 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 blah. Take it off, take showers, you can take it off, clean your arms, stuff like that. You'll still have mobility of your fingers. It's just a real good deal. But they said if you get the brace, you can't play with a brace. You can't play football with a brace. So I'm thinking like, should I get the brace or the cast? So part of me is like, I really don't want to play football. I really wasn't motivated to play in the first place. My fire was going out. I only got 2 games left. Part of me thinking like, oh, I don't even want to play for real. The other half of me like, I can't let my team down. They need me. You gonna give up on your brothers like that, blah, 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 blah. So it was a really tough decision. But the deal breaker for me, because I ended up choosing the brace. The thing that made me choose the brace was when I took off the cast, because the cast was already smelling. When I sweat a lot on my hands and my feet. So when I took off the temporary cast, my hands smelled so bad, bro. I was talking about 2-3 days. It smelled so bad, I could have threw up. And I'm washing my hand, I'm washing it. 2-3 washes later, it still stinks. So I'm thinking like, bro, how long until my hand smells normal again? It smells horrible. I'm thinking like, if I gotta wear that for 2-3 months, it's gonna smell, oh my gosh, bro. And my hand gonna get smaller. It's gonna be covered in dead skin and dirt, bro. I'm like, oh my God, I can't live with that, bro. I'm gonna be stunning cats everywhere, and I hate that smell. I'm thinking like, I can't do 2 months of that, especially if I only got 2 games left, which is 2 weeks. So I opted to get the brace and miss the rest of my season. And the reason I made that choice in the end, it was just a personal choice for real. I'd do what's best for me. Going out, my last game being senior night, I feel like it's not a bad way to go out. Last game with your brothers, senior night, last game at home. It's not a bad way to go out. You know, we didn't win, but everybody was there to see the seniors see us. So it was a pretty nice last game. And the rest of the season went as I predicted. We blew out UCD and we lost first round of playoffs. I definitely would have, if I could have been there, like no damages to my personal stuff, like no injuries, no side effects like that, I definitely would have been out there playing. Like if I was healthy, I would have loved to play my brothers that last game. Do I think I would have made a difference, help us win? No, I honestly don't, but I just know it would have been fun to share the field with my brothers one more time. But I do what's best for me. So the next 3 months, I clean my hand regularly. And yeah, man, I did what's best for me at the end. I guess it's kind of like a moral life lesson, I guess I'm trying to tell y'all. That's why I tell y'all that story. Like, sometimes you gotta make the unpopular decision, the selfish decision sometimes. You just gotta do what's best for yourself at the end of the day. Cause, yeah, I would've got him 2 weeks, but what else? You know what I'm saying? Them 2 weeks would've been fun, but it's still stuff I gotta deal with. So just like in your regular life, like a decision you make to help others, but if it's not helping you, is that really the best decision to make? And it's not really like a good thing to tell people to be selfish, but sometimes you gotta think about it like that. You gotta think about your life as yourself, man. You gotta make the best decision for you. So that's what I did, and it ended up working out. I'm not too messed up about missing those last 2 games. The U City game was in dirt pretty much, so I was gonna get real dirty in my eyes. I'm a football player, there's nothing wrong with that, but I don't really want to do that for real. The Dismet game was a dog fight. And at that point in my football career, I wasn't a dog no more. So that wasn't gonna be good for me. But I made the best decision, I relaxed. I sat out for a couple games in football. I sat out for a couple games in basketball because my hand was still healing. And eventually, I got to track, which was my season. And I just made the best decision for me, man. That basketball season, I feel like it didn't go as planned either, bro. Like, it was horrible for me. I feel like if maybe my hand was healed going into basketball season, it would have been even worse. Because when my hand was broke, I was actually having a good time just watching my guys play, being part of the team without having to do that physical aspect and do what was really bothering me, which was just practicing every day and not playing in the games for real. So my hand being broke postponed that for me. So, but really, man, I'm just trying to tell y'all, do what's best for you at the end of the day. And that's how I broke my hand and broke my finger. I ended up healing up, and yeah, man, that's just a story. I can ramble on all day. I can yap to y'all about my high school career all day long, but I just want to tell you, I do what's best for y'all, man. And that story about how I broke my hand. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, tag me with the video, man. I'm gonna get some more videos out here at Pitt State. I'm gonna get some more videos out here for y'all. I gotta think of something, man. I don't really want to just do vlogs all day no more, man. So I'm gonna make some video ideas and I'm gonna get back with y'all. Like, subscribe, and I'm out, man.